Indian Contract Act 1872. Under that, how the contract is formed. In short, so when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal. Proposal is when one person is signifying to another, one person is telling to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing, that is proposal. Okay, now there are two parties to proposal. The person who is making proposal or offer, that person is known as offerer, and the person to whom offer is made, that person is known as offeree. Now to whom the proposal is made, that person, if gives assents thereto, assents to the proposal, that is known as acceptance. So acceptance is when a person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is said to be accepted. So here we will take one example. Your mom have asked you to bring vegetables from market. So your mom have offered you to bring vegetables from market. Now she offered 10 rupees for the same. Here mom have made proposal to you people. Okay, so mom is offerer and you people are offeree. Now if you are giving assent to your mom's proposal, you are accepting the same, that will turn into promise. So here, what is promise? The proposal, when accepted, becomes promise. Now, when your mom made an offer, you accepted the same. Now, mom is promiser and you are promisee. After that, from this thing, you are going to get something in return. Mom is going to get vegetables if you have accepted her offer, right? And you are going to get 10 rupees in return. So from this thing, since it is till it is not contract, okay, from contract whatever you are going to get written, that is known as consideration. So consideration is something in return. Whatever you are doing in the contract, for that if you are getting something in return, that is consideration. So what is consideration? Consideration is when at the desire of the promiser, the promisee or any other person has done or abstained from doing, or does or abstains from doing, or promises to do or abstain from doing something, such act or abstinence or promise is called as consideration for promise. So now when promise and consideration comes together, that becomes an agreement. So agreement means every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration for each other is an agreement. So promise with consideration is an agreement. Now we are at agreement. Now agreement we have made, that agreement should be lawful. That agreement should be lawful. That agreement should not be against public policy. That agreement should not be illegal, right? When the agreement is enforceable by law, enforceable under act, that is known as contract. So agreement with enforceability becomes contract. So agreement should be legal. Legal agreement hai, in that case only that will become contract. Where an agreement is illegal, that will not be enforceable. Then it will be illegal agreement only. It cannot get converted into a contract. So contract, what is contract? Section 2, clause H of the Indian Contract Act 1872 defines contract as agreement enforceable by law is contract. Then what about the agreement which is not enforceable by law? So the agreement which is not enforceable by law, that remains void. After that, we have seen offer or proposal. So according to section 2 clause A, when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything. So here, when one person telling another, signifying another his willingness, what he want to do or abstain from doing, that can be anything. Okay, in our example, when one person, that is your mom, is signifying to another, to you, what she is telling you, that bring vegetables from market. Okay, so it is her willingness. Okay, so your one person is signifying to another his willingness to do, to bring vegetable. Now, what is to abstain from doing? To abstain from doing is to stop from doing. Here we will take another example. A said to B that don't marry C, I will pay you rupees 50,000. A is signifying his willingness to B that don't marry C. So here A is stopping B from marrying C. Okay, in that case, if B is not marrying C, he will pay rupees 50,000 to B. So here abstinence, stopping from marrying C, right? So that abstinence from doing anything. So anything, in first example, bringing vegetable. In second example, it was stopping marrying with C. So it can be anything with a view. Now, why mom is telling you, why A is asking B, with a view to obtain assent from that other to whom the offer is made, from that person assent is required. Okay, so for obtaining that assent from other person, the offer is made. So we'll read the definition again. According to section 2 clause A, when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal. Now next, the person making offer is called as offerer. Just now only we have discussed this. In the person who is making an offer is known as offerer, and the person to whom offer is made is called as offeree. So in our first example, mom is offerer and you people are offeree. In second example, who have made offer, A have made offer, so A is offerer. To whom offer was made? Offer was made to B, so B is offeree. Now coming to promise. What is promise? According to section 2 clause B, when the person to whom the proposal or offer is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is said to be accepted. A proposal when accepted becomes promise. So when the person to whom proposal is made, so in our example, proposal was made to you people. Okay, if you are signifying the assent, your assent thereto, the proposal of mom is said to be accepted, and when you accept the proposal, it becomes promise. Now, what is promise? Promise is equals to offer plus acceptance. Now coming to consideration. So consideration, just we have seen what is consideration. Consideration means something in return. So definition of consideration according to section 2D, when at the desire of the promiser. Why at the desire of the promiser? When at the desire of the promiser. Why so? Because whatever promiser has said, promisee is having option of accepting the same or rejecting the same. Okay, so whatever happens in the contract, that is at the desire of the promiser only. The promisee or any other person. So this consideration can be from promisee or third party to the contract, any other person. Have done or abstained from doing, have already done or already abstained from doing, or does or abstains from doing, currently doing or abstaining from doing, or promises to do or abstain from doing, have promises in future. In future to he is going to do, or in future he is going to abstain. something that can be something. Such act or abstinence or promise is called as consideration for the promise. So now here, consideration we have seen. Here, has done or abstained from doing, that is past, or does or abstains from doing, that is present, or promises to do or to abstain from doing, future. That means consideration can be past, present, or future. After that, agreement. What is agreement? According to section 2 clause E, every promise and every set of promises forming consideration for each other is an agreement. So we reach till promise. Now, when promise is with consideration, so consideration for each other, both parties are getting consideration. So every promise or every set of promises, so here a single promise or set of promises. One person have promises in set. So many promises made in set. So in that case also consideration must be there. If consideration is there and promise is there, in that case that will turn into an agreement. So agreement is equals to promise plus consideration. Now coming to contract. So according to section 2 clause H, an agreement enforceable by law is contract. So contract is equals to agreement plus enforceability. Now here, the agreement which is enforceable by law, there can be case where agreement is not enforceable by law. So an agreement which is not enforceable by law is known as void. So an agreement not enforceable by law is said to be void.